Hello guys, it is me again, if you didn't already know that. Today's Tuesday, April the 20th. It is day 110 on our Project Jesus 365. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Let's see. It's raining here. Hope it's not raining where you guys are at. It's raining and cold here right now, or cooler. The rain's supposed to move out tonight. It's supposed to be pretty tomorrow and high of about 70 degrees. So I hope we see that. I know we need the rain a little bit. So they say we're in a drought. I don't see how we can be. This has been one of the wettest winters we've ever had. So I don't know how we're in a drought already. But anyway, the Lord knows what what we need and what He's going to give us. So He'll take care of it. Don't worry about that. Just want to tell you guys, I was expecting to have a Ruger LCR to show you tonight, but my gun dealer friend had to work late tonight at his real job and didn't get home in time so I could go get it. So I'm supposed to go get it tomorrow evening. Ed and my nephew's gun there that I bought him for his birthday. I'm supposed to go get them tomorrow evening. So if I get those, I may show them tomorrow. I just want to kind of get that out of the way. And let's see, guys. I guess there's nothing really else I need to update on. So we'll get right into the important stuff. God's Word. Hang on a second, guys. We'll start with about Proverbs 13, verse 20. I had it marked here where I stopped last night, and then when I went back and opened it up, it was gone. So I may be repeating a verse or so, but you can't ever get too much of God's Word, so we'll just go from there. Anyway, Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Much food is in the tillage of the poor, but there is that is destroyed for want of judgment. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. Now guys, I'm continuing to chapter 14 here, so I usually don't do this, but I'm going to read 3 or 4 verses from this one too. So here we go. This is starting in chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increase is by the strength of the ox. Guys, this verse number 3 just kind of popped out at me, where it says, in the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. I don't know why this just struck me, but God just put this on me, talking about the pride. At our Easter service at church, I got so upset inside because and I told people this, I said, we've got people that are too prideful. We've got Christians in this, we've got people in this country that think they're Christians and say they're Christians, but they don't live like Christians. They wallow in sin, they live in sin, and they continue to do this. And most of them know it, is the sad part of it. And a lot of them are too prideful to admit it. And they're too prideful to go to God and just say, God, I admit I've been doing this. I've been, doing this sin. I've been living in it. I've been wallowing in it. I know I'm not really saved. Save me, God. And a lot of it's pride. And I don't know if you guys will agree with that or not, but, we gave one of the boys that sings at our church, he was singing a song, and we really had the Spirit of the Lord moving in there. And he gave an altar call. And I know some people don't believe in altar calls and all this deal, and I think if the Spirit of the Lord's moving, and he didn't necessarily do it like for salvation, because I know, just like most of us should know, you don't just walk an aisle and say a prayer and have salvation. But he was just giving a call, to people that if you needed to come pray, come to the altar and pray. If you've got something in your life that's bothering you, come up here and pray, and just get it out, put it upon the Lord. And two 15-year-old boys came and prayed, and that was it. Had a whole church full of adults. The adults sit there and look at each other, and that's what I think a lot of it is, guys. It's pride. It's too much pride to admit. You think, well, if I get up and go up there and pray at the altar, then that'll be telling the guy sitting over here next to me that there's something wrong in my life, and I can't admit that, or I'm too embarrassed to get up, and that just bothers me. The pride of our lives. Just that's the same deal with this money. The reason I harp on money so much, because I see it, guys. I see people that claim to be Christians, that go to church every Sunday, that are going to hell over money. And that's one reason I harp on that so much, because it irks me so bad. That, the pride of life, the pride of, well, my neighbor makes $100,000 a year, so I have to make $100,000. Or my neighbor bought this, so I have to buy this. Or not just talking about buying stuff, guys. I tell you the problem I see worse in my area than people buying too much. It's not buying. It's lack of buying. And I said that kind of as a joke. I don't mean you need to buy stuff to be. What I'm saying is, it's people loving their money and worshiping it so much that what do? They stick it in bank accounts, and they watch it grow, and they've got neighbors, and they've got loved ones, and they've got family members that are hurting and need money, or they've got people that they could be helping this money with, but instead of helping people and doing things with it, they could be doing good and doing things for the Lord, they stick it in a bank account and they watch it grow. And it's just the greed, guys. Like I said, I harp on this a lot, but the greed and pride, between those two things, man, we are in trouble. But anyway, guys, I know I got rambling a little bit there. I hope somebody got a blessing out of this. I know I did. I think the Lord wanted me to share some of that. I felt His Spirit upon me right there. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you all for watching, and maybe tomorrow night I may have a new gun to show you. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys, and talk to you later. Bye.